They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a break light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your They hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going right side here, and that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Detroit! They'll drop the throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. There goes Green. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Detroit!
And they'll run it here. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. In for the score. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this first quarter. And he's got a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. It's hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are in for 6. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them up.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. Had a first down on that last catch as well.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that?
on. What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Gun! 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 Gun!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Green, 39!
They'll set up a throw, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue landing.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field, and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They're in tight formation, not going to take any chances, down to a knee, and that should do it for the first half. So we come upon halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watching now, Barney. Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he spins away. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Green, 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now back to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's taken to the 26. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Bird. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun. Pass.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Patriot!
Over the middle, complete. It's Simmons. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And his throw here's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Keeps himself upright, and that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I'd love to know what he's saying in the huddle now to his guys up front, because it's been a steady stream of pressure on him this entire game. That time, able to avoid the sack, but he's got to talk to his offensive line and say, guys, just a couple seconds extra, please.
That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Flushed out right, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And that is caught. Touchdown. Bears in for the score, and the Bears get a bit closer. Point after here coming up. Extra point up and through, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Dancing to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. And Ingram holds it in. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that'll make it 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
There was the pressure you were talking about. Force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Able to get away. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bird. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Gone! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. It's their quarterback, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
All right, now. 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
No. Check. Patriot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. It enters. Lions touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
And they dropped him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a desperate, and it's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one has gone as time has run out on this ball.